Hey guys, this is Tauna and we're interrupting your regularly scheduled reveal season for Lorwyn information because that's right, the train does not stop. We have some more lore information that was revealed over the last couple weeks. The new Planeswalker, well not new, the returning Planeswalker for that set, as well as some other information about cards that we've seen some art for before, but we've got a little bit more information about them, about how important they're going to be and everything. Overall, it's really nice to have more Lorwyn information because I know people are very, very excited for this set. I'm very excited for this set, even though I am loving Avatar at the moment and this set looks amazing. Lorwyn looks really, really great as well. So before we do get into it though, I just want to ask you guys, if you can, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 25,000 by the end of the year, and we are just on the precipice of hitting 23,000. So thank you so much for everyone who's supporting. We've hit 2 years of our channel, and if I, talk about it too much, I'm going to get very emotional because it's been absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for everyone. We've managed to kind of found our niche as this instant speed breaking news channel where, as soon as stuff is revealed, we've got it here for you guys. So it's just been really, really great. All right. So let's get into it. Where does this information coming from? It's all coming from a distributor. Now, I use Southern Hobby, but most of the distributors will have about the same information. Thus, I just want to say they are confirmed coming unless something drastic happens, like, they cancel it at the last second, like the Ultimate Guard stuff happened. That kind of stuff. Oh, no, it was Ultra Pro, that's right. Anything like that happens, that will stop it, but otherwise these are confirmed and these are the names that they've been given, to go alongside them and everything. So it's reliable. I trust in it myself. This isn't just some company that's posting randomly, predictions on stuff like we've seen in the past. This is actually confirmed stuff. So I just want to kind of get that out of the way, just so that way you guys are aware of it. So the first one we've got here is these. These are little keychains that are going to be coming out alongside it. As you can see, there's one for a whole bunch of the different characters that are going to be within the Lorwyn set. We've got Eridu and Isilu, the big, spirity dragon things. We've got Sig, the Mero. We've got Oko. We've got Grub. We've got Brigid and Ashling. And yes, you did hear that right, Oko. This is very interesting, right? Oko is currently one of the Planeswalkers that does not have a confirmed, home, where he came from, an origin plane, essentially. However, he would suit Lorwyn so well in being a shapeshifter and everything like that. He's got a whole bunch of stuff to do with that and everything. And it would be very interesting to see this because he hasn't had stuff to do with Lorwyn in the past, as far as I'm aware. So it would be really cool to see. And yeah, this is the little keychain that's going to be coming alongside it. You can see, the Lorwyn Eclipsed logo up there. They're labeled as Lorwyn Eclipsed. They've got all the different, other characters from Lorwyn in there as well. So it's really cool to see. And it's going to be interesting to see what Oko's been up to. We saw him at the end of Thunder Junction, where he got robbed essentially because he wanted to kind of keep it. He used his son. Yeah, it's interesting to kind of see this. I'll be interested to see what exactly he's been up to since OTJ. All right, into the other ones. These are the other ones. I'm going to go through them individually because you cannot really read that. So first of all, we've got the name of the Ashling from the precon. This is Ashling the Limitless, which is interesting, right? I wonder if this is going to be a lore spoiler, after the storyline, she unlocks more, because we've seen that she becomes a Rhymekin, which is essentially a flamekin that has burnt too hot, right? So here, I don't know. I'll be interested to see. She's kind of tapping in all the different colors of mana rather than just red or red-black she's been in the past as well. So yeah, we'll see. We've also got the one here for the Blight Curse precon, Auntie Ul Curse Wretch there as well, coming with sleeves and with playmats for both of them. And then up after that one, we've got this, which is a side kick from Gamegenic. It's going to have both Ashling the Limitless and Auntie Ul Curse Wretch on it. All right, into the next one here, we've got the Celestial Reunion. We've seen this art in the past, right? The Celestial Reunion showing off the two big, spirit dragon-y things. I don't know if they're actually spirit dragons or just huge dragons, elemental dragon kind of things. However, there is 3 different products coming out for this Celestial Reunion art. We've also seen the alt art for it, which is only a sliver of it, but either way, to me, this is screaming the fact that this is going to be a mythic and likely a story spoiler, the ending of the story where, they have the reunion between Shadowmoor and Lorwyn, because both of these are like, one of them belongs to Lorwyn and one of them belongs to Shadowmoor. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about them later on, but either way, the reunion here looks to be like a big part of this set. We've also got this one here, which is the Dawnhand Eulogist. They actually labeled this card here as the Dawnhand Eulogist, as far as I'm aware, within the art. I think it was the Planeswalker's Guide, potentially. So art here for that. And then we've also got High Perfect Morcant. Now, High Perfect Morcant was featured in the Planeswalker Guide there, where they're talking about the elves and, you know, the elf who's kind of taken over essentially and kind of ruling. If you don't know about the elves on Lorywn, they are severely, let's say, anti-ugly people. So I am not welcome on Lorywn. And we've got also the Morcant Loyalist up here as well, also getting some sleeves there. And then there's also going to be a Morcant Loyalist / Dawnhand Eulogist sidekick. And that's interesting because I don't know if the Dawnhand Eulogist is on the side of the Morcant. I don't know. We'll see. If you don't know, like, High Perfect Morcant is the guy's name, if that was not clear there. All right. We've also got this one here, which is Moonshadow. Moonshadow as well is featured like 3 times. We've got a soft crate there. We've got the shiny playmat, and then we've got the premium art sleeves there for Moonshadow. And this was the art there showing it off. This was like the storybook art version of it, but either way, you know, I suspect they will use the fancy version, the fancy art, which is the storybook art for it. We've also got these, which is 4 different versions of this. There is Urdu, Carrier of Dawn, and then Isilu, Carrier of Twilight. As I showed you before about them being like the aspects, they're gods. They're not even dragons. They're gods, elemental gods. One of them, Urdu, being from, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation as well, from Lorywn, Isilu from Shadowmoor, and then we've got the Celestial Reunion kind of bringing them together. But either way, we're going to get a double-sided playmat for them. We've got a soft Diner Crate from them. We've got premium art sleeves for, I believe it was for both of them. And then finally, a casual album as well, like a card album as well there with both of them on it. But either way, I don't know which art they're going to use because both of these arts are stunning, right? We've also got some art here, the album and a Squire Plus for Sig Wonderwine Wisdom on Sig Wonderbrine Shield. We've got the soft Diner Crate here for Ashling Rekindled / Ashling Rhymebound. We've got the Mutable Explorer showing up here as well with both a playmat and with the premium art sleeves. I'm going to assume that it's going to be the fancy storybook art version of it, but both of these are absolutely stunning as well, so we'll see. And then we've got the playmats here. There's 3 different playmats for 3 different ones of the Shocklands, and that Hallowed Fountain looks amazing. I'm saying they all look stunning, right? But they do, right? Like, it's not just me. These art just looks really, really awesome. All right, and then there's a bunch of other ones that aren't, like, you know, as defined here. Twilight Diviner, we've got Eclipsed Realms, and then Evolving Wild as well. Rhymekin Recluse, as I said about the Rhymekin, they're essentially the Flamekin that in the post-Phyrexian invasion kind of burnt too hot and have, like, I think they're, like, devolved, essentially. And then we've got Eclipsed Marrow up here as, like, you know, obviously a merfolk, right? All right, and then our final one here from Ultimate Guard, which is separate, is an artifact mythic. There's going to be a mythic artifact within this set. Now, I don't know, to me, thinking about it, we've got the 2 big elemental gods, one for Shadowmoor, one for Lorywn, and then, you know, we've got the mythic artifact here, as well as that Celestial Reunion. My expectations is this mythic artifact is something that's going to bring Shadowmoor and Lorywn combined together more, right? Like, actually merge the planes better to the point that, you know, they're not in a loop at all, because currently the lore is that, you know, that big celestial event that was transitioning, the Aurora, has gone away, and now there's just, like, you know, a waves essentially of it seemingly kind of going through, changing things from Shadowmoor to Lorywn and stuff. So we'll see. It's going to be very interesting to see as well. I'd love to hear from you guys as to what you think. Are you more or less hyped about more Lorywn after seeing these reveals, or are you just roughly the same? Because, you know, they are, in my opinion, some pretty decent reveals, but Not to the point of, being cards or anything. But let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye.